Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just about to start putting this guitar back together, and I thought I'd do a quick time-lapse video just to show you guys the process of me putting it back together and condense it into a shorter video rather than having a video that's 20 or 30 minutes long or something like that. What I'm actually doing is I'm putting back together my very first electric guitar, which is a Squier Stratocaster that I got for my 14th birthday, believe it or not. And what I've done to the guitar is I've stripped back the original finish, took off all the lacquer, exposed the original wood, sanded all that down nice and smooth, and coated it in a really nice tung oil, so it's got this really nice kind of warm sort of wooden finish to it. I was actually inspired by a friend of mine who did a similar thing to his bass guitar, so thanks very much for the inspiration with that. I've also changed out the electronics, fitted it with new pickups and added some extra insulation just to reduce the hum from the single coils. One of the pickups I've changed is the bridge pickup. I've fitted it with a Seymour Duncan JB Jr. It's a kind of single coil size humbucker, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that sounds. And yeah, so I just thought I'd show you guys what I'm doing and take you along for the ride with this and see what it sounds like, see what it looks like once it's all done. So let's get started. So here we are, the finished product. I have to say I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I think I've ended up with something that looks really quite eye-catching and really quite unique. I don't tend to see many Strat style guitars with a natural wood finish like this these days, so yeah, really pleased with how it's looking. This natural wood finish, this warm natural wood finish from the tung oil, combined with the black coverings, the black tone controls and pickup selector and pickup guards, I think gives a really nice bit of contrast to the guitar, and that kind of adds just an extra layer of depth to how it looks sort of aesthetically, I think. On top of that, I've also covered the fret in a little bit of tung oil, sorry, not tung oil, lemon oil, and that's kind of added just a little bit of colour to it as well. It doesn't look as dry as it did before, so I think the combination of all that is really turned out quite well. Feel wise, it's feeling like a pretty good Strat, to be honest. It's really playing smoothly, action and intonation has been set up really well. It took me quite a while, to be honest, getting the action and the intonation set up the way I like it. I think I'd left it and neglected the guitar for quite a while, so that was quite challenging, but got there in the end, and now it's playing really well. It feels really nice and smooth. So it looks good, feels good. Does it sound good? Yes, it does. This idea of putting a single coil sized humbucker in the bridge position, I think, was a great idea, because now I've not only got the nice and sort of glassy single coil Strat tones that everyone's very familiar with, but I've also got the kind of growly bitiness of a humbucker pickup. So for me, that's kind of added an extra layer of versatility to the guitar, so I'm really pleased with that decision. I'll now play through a few tone examples just to give you an idea of how it's sounding. So that's it for this video, and I think the main thing to take away from all this is don't write off your old guitars entirely. I think a lot of us probably have one or possibly even two guitars that are just sat at home gathering dust and just not getting any use whatsoever. So hopefully this video might be a bit of inspiration for you to dust them off and try and do something a bit different with them, or perhaps at the very least start to use them as a tool to experiment with customizing your own guitars if you want to get into that kind of thing. So if you've got any thoughts or opinions about this guitar, whether you like it, you dislike it, whether you think it sounds good, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or even if you've got any of your own restoration projects that you've been doing, I'd love to see what you've been getting up to, and so feel free to share them as well. And if this is your first time here at Guitar Practice, I'd love to have you subscribe. I do regular lessons and tutorials that include things like tabs, guitar profiles, backing tracks and all that kind of good stuff, so feel free to hit the subscribe button below. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.